Well, hi-ho, folks, and welcome back to the adventures of Turwinkle, the Gnome Mage. Well, hi, Turwinkle.
Hello.
Are you all set for tonight, sir?
Sure.
Well, great, because tonight we are going to go and talk with the guild called the Defilers of Arathor, a wonderful Forsaken guild over on Emerald Dream. So without further ado, let us go put on our Sluffy disguise and see if we can find the guild called the Defilers of Arathor. Alrighty, folks, well, we made it here to Hillsbrad, and I don't see the guild. We're going to kind of sneak around here because, you know, I'm not sure how the Forsaken are going to take me just waltzing in there. They're a touchy bunch, so let's kind of sneak around here and see if I can... looks like...
Halt there, Goblin. What's your business here?
Okay, we'll maybe just go this way, and, hello, sir. just looking for the Defilers of Arathor.
There's no need for disguises, Turwinkle. We know it's you. The executor is waiting.
Oh, great. Yeah, he knows I'm coming, guys, so, no need for the swords or anything. If you guys want to just lead the way, I'll be happy to follow you. Alright, folks, well, it looks like we're going to find the Defilers after all, or they found me, so alright, so we're just going to head on in and meet the Defilers. So we'll be right back with the Defilers. Alrighty, folks, well, we've been led here, and here they are, the Defilers of Arathor. And right up front we have the guild leaders, Taravel, the Bloodthirsty, is the level 100 undead warlock, and we have Lieutenant General Blightbane. He is a level 100 undead monk. Hello, guys.
Hello. Hey. How you doing, Turwinkle?
Very good, sir, and I am so excited to learn all about the Defilers tonight. I've really been looking forward to this, especially after, you know, the Kingdom of Arathor was all kind of high and mighty and you know, saying we're the best and whatnot. And we all know that there's another side to that coin, and that's certainly the Defilers here. So I can't wait to learn all about you guys. And so, without further ado, let us meet this fun group you've brought here with us today. And I'm going to come over here, sir, and let you, Tavel, introduce the first row here. And let me hop over there.
All right.
All right, sir. So who do we have here first?
The first person we have here is Thomas Necrosis Black, the leader of the Defilers Royal Apothecary Society, and a very, very deadly warlock in the wrong hands, well known for butchering trolls.
Wow, okay.
His experiments.
Alrighty, next.
Over here we have Deathstalker Manson, fairly new to the guild, a Gilnean Forsaken, one who was not infected with the Worgen Curse when the wall was breached.
Oh, wow, okay.
To his right, we have Orlength. He is an advisor. And decently new to the guild. Well, Orlength's been around for quite a while. New to 100 in our RP, if you will.
Oh, okay, awesome. And next?
Stitches the Sly, the Master Assassin for the Apothecaries, and second in command to the Royal Defilers Royal Apothecary Society, and Necrosis Black.
Wow, okay. And next?
Here we have Trooper Pestiferus, or Pestifer as we call him. A warrior of much vigor. Definitely has stood the trial of onslaught.
Alright, wow, okay. And next?
Lieutenant Gideon. Festershot. Apologize. He is a longtime veteran of the Defilers, in during the second time we formed, and I'm sorry, I forgot. Pestifer and Gideon are both the second in command to the Defilers infantry.
Yeah, he did real good in spotting me right off the bat, sir. I had no chance of sneaking around.
He's good at that. I don't think he's ever lost a node in any of our Arathor Basin battles, so...
Okay, wow. All right, well, that is the front row, and so, folks, we'll come back and we will meet the second row, so we'll be right back with that. Alrighty, folks, and we are back, and so, Blightbane, let us meet the second row here. So, who do we have here first?
Over here we have Sector. He is he's been in the guild for about a month now, and he is a Forsaken Shadow Weaver. He tends to be very good at casting demons in his lair.
Wow, I love this transmog. It's awesome.
Yeah.
All right, next.
Here we have Justin Sane. He just joined earlier today, actually. He's actually has a skill in throat slitting.
Wow, okay.
Yeah.
So he is brand new. So awesome. It's always good to have new members.
Brand new.
Right.
Like a couple hours ago. Yeah.
It's always good to have new members coming in. It always refreshes and revitalizes the guild, so that's great.
Yeah.
Alrighty, next.
Over here we have Lenore, also fairly new, like a week ago. She is a training marksman. She's going to be doing something in our Western Plagueland story on a bounty.
Wow, awesome. Alrighty, and next.
Over here we have Kinsley Stills. He is also a Shadow Priest in training. He will be residing in the Cult of Forgotten Shadow. He has very much to do with training in the church.
Okay, yeah, he definitely has the outfit for it at least.
Yeah, definitely.
Alright, and last but not least.
Lastly, we have Josani. She was resurrected together with the childhood friend, Kinsley, over here. She enjoys gaining power, and she was a former magi of Dalrun.
Wow, alright, awesome. Well, there you have it, folks. The Defilers of Arathor, a great looking bunch. I love everybody's outfits. And again, they all look great. You guys did a great job with that. So with that, folks, we are going to find out why they're all here. And we're going to find out about the guild they're in, the Defilers of Arathor. We'll be right back with that. Alrighty, and we are back. And so, Terville, how did you come up with the name, the Defilers of Arathor?
We came up with the name quite some time ago, but Turwinkle, before I start, I did miss a couple people that weren't able to attend this evening.
Oh, certainly.
For instance, Executor Chevron, who is the leader of our infantry, is not able to make it this evening because in our RP battle up the river Throndrail, he did both lose his sword arm, which is being reattached, and was knocked unconscious, which is quite a blow for Forsaken, but did in fact happen. As well as Southlane, our former leader of the Cult of Forgotten Shadows, Corey Shane, Apothecary, Apollo, Cult of Forgotten Shadows, and Thaman of the infantry.
Alright, well, awesome, and hopefully sometime down the line we will be able to catch them at maybe an event or two and see them further down the line, and so we wish them the best. And again, we wish they were here tonight, but unfortunately weren't able to make it, and sounds like they are great role players as well. So sir, again, the Defilers of Arathor, how did you come up with that name?
We came up with that name. Keepers of Stromgard was a guild I was formerly in with another member named Nicholas about 2.5 years ago now. he had actually come over to the guild and Venture Co. We didn't. We had actually decided that we wanted to create a Forsaken side of the event. We thought we saw an awesome opportunity for RP, and we were actually flying around the Arathi Highlands, and we're like, we need a name. We ran through a couple of them, and Defilers of Arathor came to mind. We also thought of Dirge of Arathor, as in a song for the dead. We thought that would be poetic irony, but Defilers of Arathor fit better.
Well, it's a wonderful name. Now, what kind of guild is it? Is it a heavy roleplay, medium, light? Do you guys PvP, PvE, rated battlegrounds, that sort of thing? What kind of guild is it?
We are a heavy RP PvP guild. Very heavy on RP. We have 3 different storylines going on right now, and as well as we are very much a PvP guild. We intersect the two from time to time, but we do like to keep a lot of our world PvP and our PvP out of our RP events. We try not to keep everything like that in one. All the Defilers are required to keep pushing and progressing in their PvP gear, because we do have so many surrounding rival guilds. Every Defiler needs to be able to call to arms and defend themselves or any Forsaken lands, should that be the average. So the Defiler's average item level does sit around in PvP around 640, 645.
Oh, wow, nice. And, I mean, you certainly have to kind of do that, don't you, here on Emerald Dream?
Yeah, definitely.
Right? Because it is a PvP RP server, so yeah. Excellent. So, what is the history, the storyline behind the guild?
The storyline behind the guild actually, from our point of it, follows just like Kingdom of Arathor from the actual Blizzard lore. Where it intersects, where it changes a little bit is a lot of the members both of Kingdom and of Defilers did serve in Keepers of Stromgarde, the Father Guild, if you will, or Mother Guild. But years ago at this point, their storyline, basically, there's a rebellion in the Keepers of Stromgarde. There is the civilians that sit there, the soldiers. They see the Forsaken marching upon their doorstep. They see the power that the Cult of Forgotten Shadow holds, and their worship of the Shadow brings them the strength, the battles they won, and that they keep pushing forward. Stromgarde being lost the Alliance, they're not able to hold it entirely. Many people hungry, even with the bountiful lands of the Arathi Highlands. Hunger does come with war. And they see this and they think maybe the Shadow. Maybe the Shadow is the answer. Maybe not the light. So a cult starts on the living side for the Shadow. A rebellion starts, and the leadership in Keepers of Stromgarde throws down this rebellion. They are executed. And Tervel, having met Blightbane in the mountains of Alterac before he decided to serve Galen Trollbane, are traveling together. They join the service of Galen Trollbane. Tervel, already a soldier of Stromgarde in life, they decide to raise these loyalists who already have a mindset for Shadows and the mindset to become Forsaken and rebuild Stromgarde. So their ultimate goal is to rebuild Stromgarde in the name of Galen, put him he should be the crowned king, and rebuild a new Undercity for the Dark Lady, pushing Forsaken lands and capturing all of the northern eastern kingdoms.
Wow, that is a great storyline. I love that. And so, folks, if you want to be a part of that storyline, part of that history, we're going to find out how you can join the Defilers of Arathor next. So we'll be right back with that. All right, folks, and we are back. And so, Blightbane, I have a new Forsaken. I've seen this episode, and I want to join this wonderful guild, the Defilers. And so, first and foremost, sir, who do I talk to?
You are able to talk to anybody that is the lieutenant rank and up. Usually, people are whispered in a chat, and we could direct you to an IC interview, and there we can can lead you to a secluded area and ask questions about you and why you want to join us. And thereon, we would do a little OOC interview in whispers, and we can carry on forth from there, and we could direct any IC or OOC questions. Also, some are led on the website as well.
Okay, great. And is there an age restriction to getting into the guild?
As far as I'm concerned, there is no age restriction, but we have not had an issue with that as of yet.
Okay, yeah, a lot of folks, and I say this pretty much in every interview, but a lot of folks, maturity is not always a sign of age. A 12-year-old can act very mature, and a 45-year-old can act very immature. So a lot of times age in that regard doesn't matter. Is there a class restriction to getting into the guild?
There is no class restriction. You're able to be any class you would like to be, as long as it is constrained in the Forsaken race restriction, which we are Forsaken only.
Okay, and that leads us to the next question. There's obviously a race restriction, so no orcs or trolls?
None. Nope. No lesser beings. We are the superior race, Forsaken only.
No gnomes, sir.
No gnomes. I mean, for maybe an experiment, but I don't
well,
say anymore.
Okay. Is there a level requirement? Do you have to be a certain level to get into the guild?
Right now, I don't think we do have a level requirement. We just want to see dedication and progress in your character. We keep tabs on that, and how you are doing and faring.
Right. Do you allow alts in the guild?
Yeah, we do.
Okay. And how many folks are in the guild at the moment?
At the moment, we have 77 people.
Oh, that's a nice size group.
We don't really care about how much, like, the number size. We care about activity and how involved people are in the guild. So we could have 30 members in our guild for all we care, as long as most of them are active. That's what we enjoy.
Right. Why be in a guild if nobody's doing anything, right?
Exactly.
Okay, and we kind of touched on this a little bit, but there's an IC and an OOC interview, is there not?
Yeah.
All right, and you have a website that folks go to. Do they have to fill out an application there?
We used to do that when we first started, but we realized that we're better off doing IC interviews, as we can get to know the character a lot better, as well as OOC whispers. So they could ask any questions, right on the spot if they need to.
Okay, and what is the address of your website?
It would be defilersden.engine.com.
All right, so folks, that's defilersden.engine.com, and you can find out all the information that we'll talk about here tonight there as well. Now, do I have to know how to roleplay to get into the guild?
You usually do know how to roleplay, but if you don't, we're always willing to help, so we're not going to let that be a big barrier if you can't. We want to push it as much as we can, but obviously we can't force it upon people. We ask that you respect and you support it.
Okay, well, great. Yeah, I always like guilds that are willing to help someone learn how to roleplay, because that's how I learned in WoW, was by joining a guild, and they helped me learn how to emote and walk and all that good stuff. So great. Love to hear that. All right, well, awesome. So, folks, when we come back, we're going to find out what are the rules you have to follow now that you're part of the guild. And so we'll be right back with that. All right, folks, and we are back. And Terraville, I have made it into the guild, and I'm excited, but what are the guild rules I have to follow? And I guess we'll first cover what are the out-of-character rules that I have to follow, being part of the Defilers of Arathor.
There are, I will not say a lot, but there are kind of base respect rules to follow. Both respect for another guild member. Defilers is a community within itself. We are all brothers and sisters at arms in the service of Galen Trobane. We respect each other. There's plenty of banter within the guild, but it needs to be it's kept respectful. And we have to remember we're a community in this, and we're all supposed to be friends here. So that is a mutual respect is rule number 1 for everybody within the guild.
Okay, yeah, that's always good. Follow the golden rules. Do unto others as you would like them to do to you. And so that's great. I always like hearing that, be respectful to, again, the folks that you're role-playing with and those folks around you. So it makes a better environment for everybody. Now, Blightbane, when we're talking about in-character rules, what are the in-character rules that I have to follow now that I'm part of the Defilers?
Just a second before you continue on there, Turwinkle. Because we have a couple more out-of-character rules. Beyond just respect for ourselves, and respect for our enemies.
Okay.
We don't spit, we don't teabag, we don't camp, and we don't kill lobies. I will correct, we don't kill lobies. If a lobby comes across someone, and you kill them, don't kill them again. I have killed plenty of people by accident, and intentional from time to time, when I'm in character. But we don't camp lobies, we don't hunt down lobies, we don't go out of our way to kill one. And in character, we don't, rage telling and all that is just absolutely not tolerated. That will be brought down with swift justice, when we catch anybody doing that. We just don't tolerate it.
Oh, okay. Well, that, again, that is awesome. And, some of those rules certainly apply here on the PvP RP server, whereas you don't run into as much of that on, say, like Warm Rest Accord and whatnot. So that is awesome.
Absolutely.
All right, so Blightbane. We've covered the out-of-character. Now we're talking about in-character rules. And so what are the in-character rules that I have to follow now that I'm part of the Defilers?
All right, a couple of in-character rules that we fully enforce are, there's the first one, the call to arms. If we need your blade in the field of battle, we request that you come and aid us. If we are having a battle in the Arathi, anywhere in the Northern Kingdoms, you are encouraged to come and help us fight the battle.
Alrighty.
We use encouraged with quotations because it is an encouragement and both kind of a requirement to help your fellow Forsaken. Right. And that includes, in character, any other Forsaken that are even out of Defilers of Arathor, should they be in need of aid.
So it's kind of a polite way of demanding.
Yes.
Okay.
That's exactly what it is.
Alrighty.
Tervel's a stickler for order, as well as I'm sure Blightbane will elaborate here. One of his favorite quotations is, "On death is no excuse for untidiness."
Alrighty.
Also, we like to use as IC rule is that you do not dishonor our people or our Dark Lady. All right, you are to remain loyal to the Dark Lady and never dishonor our Banshee Queen. You are the children of the dead, and if shall you turn your face, shall you seek intelligence of our opposition, you will be beheaded. That's why I tell everybody who was interviewed, and they should not forget that. Also, to fight in the rule of the Prince Galen Trobane. As much important as Dark Lady is, Prince Galen Trobane also rules over Stromgarde, as we believe, and that's who we really fight for when it comes to the Arathi Highlands. That's our main plot.
Okay, well, awesome. And so, folks, when we come back, we're going to learn about the ranks within the guild and how you get promoted within them. So we'll be right back with ranks. Alrighty, folks, and we are back. And so, Tervel, I'm a brand new member. Where am I placed as far as ranks are concerned?
You are a loyalist at the beginning, a loyalist to the Shadow, and a loyalist to the Dark Lady. Once you reach level 100, you are enlisted automatically into the Defilers Infantry. From there, you can be placed in either, upon your decision, every class has a kind of a path they can follow. But you can choose to follow your path in the Defilers Infantry and Military and go up those ranks. Or you can go on to the Apothecaries or the Cult of Forgotten Shadows and move up from there. Our guild is based into 3 different. We call them legions as kind of a blanket term. They're organizations, if you will. We have, to begin with, the Cult of Forgotten Shadows, who right now we had our leader and our co-leader for that are taking a brief hiatus. So we do have those positions open right now. They did step down, let us know, and we're looking to fill those shoes at the moment. We do have a couple members in mind that we've been speaking with, but in the Cult of the Forgotten Shadows, you are, in terms, a cultist looking to ascend into the shadow and become shadow itself. So you hold high power within the guild, even being a cultist acolyte. Defilers worship the shadow. We are all Forsaken believe they are beings of shadow, and their end goal is to attain power and to ascend. And everybody, even in the guild, they seek those blessings of the shadow before they enter battle. Some of the Defilers, Terrible for instance, is somewhat in the belief that entering a fight without that blessing is a good sign for misfortune, because you're not looking to ascertain power, which is the Defilers and the Forsaken's whole point of view. Yeah, that's the Cult of Forgotten Shadows there. And then we have the Royal Apothecary Society, a Forsaken favorite. Everybody loves the Apothecaries. Well, love them or hate them, they're interesting. From time to time, I'll listen to Putris' speech at the Wrathgate. I think I was listening to it yesterday. Never ceases to inspire me to go in World PvP. Or RP. But it really is more of an inspiration for World PvP when you see that.
All right, well, awesome. And so, folks, when we come back, we're actually going to talk about guild events and find out what kind of events that the Defilers of Arathor participate in. So we'll be right back with that. All right, folks, and we are back. And so, Blightbane, what kind of events does the Defilers participate in?
Oh, there's a variety of events that we participate in. There is heavy roleplay events and PvP equalized. So once a week, we gather in our RP base. Depends on the situation, and we have a campaign storyline that we follow through with, and we also have a write-up after with that. That usually tends to, progress what we're doing and how things are going in the guild, whether it's for the cult, the apothecaries, or the infantry. Either way, that is where we're headed to. And then there's also the Royal Apothecary Society events that are recently started up, and those are probably going to be weekly or bi-weekly, and they pretty much are overviews led by Necrosis here, who is the executor of the Legion there. And he can either test experiments, torture people, progress with the plague. Who knows? It's just all about the malicious stuff that he can go with.
Wow. Okay, so sunshines and
yeah.
roses there. Wow.
It's all sunshine and unicorns over here.
Yeah.
Right. All right. Awesome. Now, do you guys have guild meetings or that sort of thing?
We have a few. We're looking at, our calendar's fairly full. We're looking to add more RP events to it, and planned RP events. A Crypt Night is something we're looking to bring back, getting to know our guild members. And actually, I think we have one this week coming up. But
and then besides the RP events that we are heavily in, we also have RBGs that we do once or twice a week, and they usually are helping to cap people out or helping them. Sometimes we do war games against each other as well. We have ideas to sprout maybe maybe monthly tournaments to battle to the death. Who knows? There's so many ideas that we have yet to do. Since we're only 2 months old right now in this so far. We also have a weekly formation practice. That is a definite must that we always do. We're so military oriented that we have to practice our formations. You know, we want to be known for that. So to pretty much enforce that really well, we have everyone on the same mounts weekly, and we do commands. We go into specialized lines, and it's doing really well. I mean,
Yeah,
it
we definitely hit on our military organization very well. Necrosis here does most of the leading in it. He kind of whips everybody into shape when it comes to there, make sure everything is in line in the way it's supposed to be. That is definitely his strong point, and he really exercises that. We've grown leaps and bounds in our organization since it.
Well, that is awesome. It sounds like you guys are very busy, which is also very good because, again, we talked earlier about this, but why be in a guild if they're not doing anything? And it's always exciting to have a guild that's doing a lot of different things because the PvE content will only take you so far. Raiding will only take you so far, and once it's done, you're kind of stuck. And so when you have a guild that's doing a lot of RP events, a lot of different guild events, it makes it exciting to be in and keeps the game alive and fresh for you. So that's wonderful to hear.
Might I add is that we also have, besides the scheduled things, we also have a lot of random things that occur, such as random World PvP fights, and also we do spar off with the Kingdom of Arathor very frequently.
Defense of Silvermoon and Undercity, which kind of falls off. I think we kind of covered that to a call to arms earlier, and as well as the Arathor Basin rep grind to get the battle tabard of the Defilers, as you can see.
Both of us fighting, yep.
Both of us, and you can see it on Gideon in the back there. That's something that's very much encouraged in the guild as well, is to wear that and to earn that. Definitely a token of accomplishment within the Defilers and dedication.
All right, folks, so when we come back, we're going to find out what they are currently doing in their RP storyline. So we'll find out what the Defilers are up to next. All right, folks, and we are back. And so, guys, what are you currently doing with your storyline at the moment?
Currently, we have departed from the Undercity, from our recent return, and we went into Hillsbrad to search for an artifact, near Alterac, where many of the former Stromgarde soldiers have died and were buried. So
during the Second War, when Thoris basically quarantined the kingdom of Alterac during Prenanul's betrayal.
Yeah, and as Tirval said, the Father Guild Keepers of Stromgarde, they had a GM, and that was the Lord Commander Bilal.
Lord Commander Bilal the Wanderer.
Yeah.
Who, after stepping down from his position there, did wander the northern eastern kingdoms, and Defilers sought to collect his book and his findings, knowing that he had undoubtedly found certain artifacts. From there, we moved to Anderhall, and then Blightbane's really taken control of the RP story from there.
Pretty much, when we decided that we were going to actually base in Alterac for a while, but then our allies, they have told us about the Kingdom of Arathor actually stationed in Tirtan in the Eastern Plaguelands, and that's where we decided to take action. Why would we stand around as we know the threat that is near us? So that's where we took the entrance to the Western Plaguelands, and thereon we marched towards the Writhing Haunt, where our first checkpoint is, and currently is our base of operations for now, until we move forward into Anderhall.
Yes, which we will be retaking Anderhall as the storyline for that Blizzard did. The Forsaken take Anderhall. And our thought process is to crush the outlying civilizations of Arathor and Kingdom of Arathor, and then move in upon the Arathi Highlands. So that we don't have anybody causing problems outside of that area, to kind of put them in a corner.
On top of that, we also had a couple of side storylines going on at the same time. We are also searching for clues for the evidence of Anderhall routes so we can ambush them, and right now we are currently about to ambush them in the back where the human side is, in the docks. There's also a troll that we took prisoner, which we found in Hillsbrad. As Forsaken of Arathor, we were formerly troll hunters. Anybody that that were from Arathor that killed the trolls, right?
Stromgard has fought trolls for generations.
Yes.
And we have been accused, as Defilers, of, listen, you cut off a troll's hands, and everybody freaks out. Yeah, I don't see the problem. Necrosis was completely in his right. The troll was spying. We thought it was a Witherbark. So we've moved into Anderhall, as Blightbane said. We've been moving in there, progressing the battle.
All right, folks. Well, with that, we are going to come back to finding out what each member here likes about being in the Defilers of Arathor. So we'll be right back as we talk with each one of these folks about why they're here. So we'll be right back with that. Alrighty, folks. Well, we're at probably my favorite part of the interview, where we get to talk to folks about why they're in the guild they're in. And so up first we have Scout Gideon. He's a level 100 undead hunter. Hello, sir.
Hello, Turwinkle. How are you?
Good. Now, sir, what do you enjoy about being in the Defilers of Arathor?
Well, as you heard Blightbane and Tyrville talk about, our RP is phenomenal. The PvP can't be beat. There's nobody else on this server I would rather PvP with than these guys and gals right in front of you. But the main reason that I love the Defilers of Arathor is the group. The guys and gals are amazing, and they will do anything for anyone at any time.
Well, that, sir, is a very good answer. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Alrighty, folks. Up next, we have Flamekeeper Orlanth. He is a level 100 undead mage. And go mage, sir. Now, sir.
Hello.
Sir, what do you enjoy about being in the Defilers of Arathor?
Well, first, aside from the great community we have, like great people I'm playing with, it's very active. We always have something to do each night. There's always something going on, so you never really get bored or anything. There's no downtime. So that's really a big plus. That and the fact that the guild is just not the guild too. We kind of are involved with plenty of other guilds in the server, so it brings more stories to us, more fun, more events.
All right, great. Yeah, you like to be in a guild that's active, but not only that, but is active in the community as well. So that is a great answer, sir. Thank you very much. All right, folks, up next we have Necrosis of the Undercity. He's a level 100 undead warlock. And sir, from what has been told here today, you are kind of the taskmaster of the guild, are you not?
Indeed.
You keep all these guys in line?
With my whip, yes I do.
All right, sir. What do you enjoy about being in the Defilers?
Well, these guys are just really great to play with. Tyrville and Blightbane and the rest of them. It's just a kind of like a family almost to me. It's fun. They're really fun people to play with. I never have a problem with them. Just it's exciting. On the note of the RP, my favorite thing is just how dark it is. Like, it's just like all we talk about is killing people and like torturing people and stuff like that. Makes me happy.
Okay, wow. All right, excellent, excellent answer, sir. Thank you very much.
You're welcome.
All right, folks. Up next is Fire Lord Secator. He is a level 100 undead warlock. And sir, I think if I had to vote, if I was a judge of all the transmogs, I would probably give you the grand prize here tonight.
Thank you very much.
You bet. I certainly like the transmog quite a bit. And so, sir, what do you enjoy about being in the Defilers of Arathor?
So basically, I actually met Tyr in probably about mid Mississippi area. Through another character, and I found out that he was just a fantastic RPer, and I really liked him. Tried a few duels with him, and this guy was a fantastic PvPer as well. Warlords comes, I found out Tyr made a guild. You know, it's RP and PvP, my two favorite things of this. And I was like, no, I need to get in this. I tried to get on another character, but they told me that it was all undead. So I was like, that's fine. I'll just get on my undead. And, you know, I've loved it. If any type of like ganking happens, if I'm killed, I don't have to worry about like, oh man, I can't get him back. All I have to do is type in guild chat as I need help. And I already have like 2-3 people coming in to save me, to back me up against whatever. And you'll always come out like strong. We always have like each other's backs whenever any type of world PvP or ganking happens.
Well, that is awesome. Yeah, again, you'd like to always have or be in a guild that has your back. And so that is a great answer, sir. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
All right, folks. Up next is Senior Sergeant Stitches. He's a level 100 undead rogue. And, sir, this transmog has always kind of creeped me out, the GIMP transmog. That has always been kind of the creepiest mob in the game.
Well, Stitches is like a lowly thief. You know, he's always been a servant, his backstory and everything, so he's not much flash. He's got that kind of peasant-y look about him.
Right, and folks, we will be talking to Stitches later on down the line and finding out all about his roleplay, a little bit about him in real life, and we'll get to know all about Stitches here of the Defilers of Arathor. And so, sir, what do you enjoy about being in this guild?
Well, like what Tyrville said earlier about us being a community and everything, just the brotherhood and of us all working together and stuff. We have very dedicated officers and leaders in this guild. I mean, just the complexity of our ranking system is proof of that. I mean, we're put into ranking situations where stories unfold just by going to events and stuff of that nature, and it inspires RP, which is a big deal for me, and that's what I like about this, is I'm constantly being inspired to write, which is what I love to do. And just hanging around these guys, I've never been inspired by a group of people like these guys.
All right, well, great. That is awesome. So wonderful answer, sir. Thank you very much. Alrighty, folks. Up next is Lenore the Seeker. She's a level 96 undead hunter, and she has just recently joined the guild. And so I guess your question, ma'am, is what made you want to join the Defilers of Arathor?
Well, like you said, I am new to the guild, and I had RP'd and PvP'd with the guys on a different guild, and they were just very welcoming, and it was a lot of fun. So I decided to move my undead over to this server and join this guild. And since then, it's just been a lot of fun. There's always something to do. There's always somebody on to talk to. They're very welcoming guys. You know, even if you don't know a lot about the lore, they'll help you and teach you, and it's a lot of really great stories and just a lot of really great guys here on this guild.
Well, that's great. Now, you transferred your character from another server to come and join them.
Yes, I did. She was on
wow.
the list.
All right. Well, excellent. That is an excellent answer, ma'am. Thank you very much.
Of course.
All right, folks. Up next is Deathstalker Manson. He's a level 100 undead monk. And, sir, what do you enjoy about being in the Defilers of Arathor?
Well, I really enjoy Forsaken RP. It's one of the more engaging plots of the Warcraft universe, but I also like to do a lot of PvP, and it's really hard to find a guild that does both, and I think that this guild strikes a very good balance between the two. I've only been here for a couple of weeks now, but it feels like it's been a couple of months, because there's just so much to do. There's always something going on, whether it's PvP or an RP event or like a faction RP event. I never find myself bored when I'm logged on.
Oh, well, great. Again, nothing better than being in an active guild where, again, you are constantly doing stuff, and it does make that time seem a lot more fulfilling than if you were just by yourself. So excellent answer, sir. Thank you very much. All right, folks, up next is Tervel. He is the guild leader to the Defilers of Arathor. He's a level 100 undead warlock. He also has an interview up on the Looking for Roleplay podcast, so go take a listen to his interview where we talk about all things warlock, and he did an excellent job there. Again, you can find that on lookingforroleplay.tumblr.com and our episode about warlocks. So, sir, what do you enjoy about leading this guild, the Defilers of Arathor?
The guild members. I enjoy RP and our storyline. I enjoy PvPing in all its aspects, from arena to RPGs. My favorite part about the guild is the community, which has been echoed through, I think, most of the members, actually. And that's really what we go for, is a welcoming community, and everybody has fun. And I strive to make it so there's always something to do within the guild. I don't want them to have downtime. I want everybody to have something to work towards, whether it's getting your Icebound or Bloodbathed Drake, Frost Drake, Frostworm, or your Vicious Skeletal Warhorse, or transmog runs, or achievements, or your Arathite base and reputation. Any number of things, or if there's Kingdom of Arathor to kill. There's always Kingdom of Arathor to kill. They are a nuisance that won't go away. But it's the community within Defilers of Arathor. And when we started it, Blightbane and I started it up again, we saw an opportunity to help Emerald Dream's RP environment. We thought there's something lacking, and I think we can bring it back to the table. Something that the server seems to have lost in the years, and I think we've succeeded somewhat in bringing that back and helping the Horde community as well, even the Alliance community when we can in its RP.
Well, that is an excellent answer, sir. Excellent. Thank you very much. All right, folks, up next is the Lieutenant General Blightbane, Defilers of Arathor. He's a level 100 undead monk. And sir, you are also the guild leader to this wonderful guild. What do you enjoy about helping to lead the Defilers of Arathor?
What I enjoy the most is the community. Really, why I continue to play this game is really to hang out with people who are also awesome and easy going, in TeamSpeak or whatever. It's just the way it is, and how it plays out in certain guild events, certain scenarios. I love the way that we heavily roleplay. I'm really into the Forsaken and how the lore is, and it's really easy to talk to other people in this guild because they have such an interest just as I do, and it's easy going with all the people here. And I could just make fun of somebody, and they don't take it to heart. People have tough skin, James over here.
Right?
Yeah. It's just that I just love the community. It's really my number one priority. Just make sure everyone's having fun. And I always love to take ideas and what people want to do in the guild, and that's always what I like to do as a co-GM.
All right, well, excellent. Yeah, it always takes strong guild leadership to make any guild work. And without that strong leadership, a guild kind of falls apart. So I think both you and Tervel are doing a wonderful job here. So excellent answer, sir.
Thank you, sir.
All righty, folks, and we are back. And so, Tervel, have we missed anything in the interview that you would like people to know?
I think, Turwinkle, we covered everything. We didn't cover too much on the individual ranks on each legion, but that's okay. It is very, very lengthy in that, and anybody who would like to inquire more can look on the website, defilersden.engine.com, or even come over and ask one of our officers, myself, Blightbane, within the guild, and we'd be happy to kind of walk you through that. We're always happy to answer questions.
All righty. Well, this has been a lot of fun here tonight, folks. And again, if you're looking for a wonderful Forsaken guild to join here on Emerald Dream, you can't look any further than the Defilers of Arathor. They really know their stuff, and they're very well organized and are a lot of fun to talk to. So come and join the Defilers of Arathor if you're looking for some wonderful Forsaken roleplay and PvP. These guys also know how to handle their stuff when it comes to PvP as well. So with that, when we come back, folks, we are going to give our goodbyes to this wonderful guild, the Defilers of Arathor. We'll be right back with that. Alrighty, folks, and we are back, and we've moved out here to the Arathi Highlands, a place where you'll find the Defilers of Arathor quite a bit. And so, well, Teravel, it has been a wonderful time tonight. I have had such a good time talking with you folks all about, again, the Defilers of Arathor. Folks out there, if you want to join a great, great guild, again, you can't go much further than the Defilers of Arathor. These guys are great, and I've had a lot of fun here tonight, and I think you will as well. And so thank you so much, guys, for your time and your patience here with all of Turwinkle's pestering questions tonight.
Not a problem. Happy to answer them. And
Pleasure to have you here.
Yes.
All right, and so again, it looks like it's a beautiful night here on the plains of Arathi.
We have had word of a patrol party headed down the road in Arathi towards Galen's Fall. It looks as though they're going away now. We're here off the road to ambush their attack.
Oh, because yeah, it looks like right over there, sir, is
That is them now.
Oh.
Sons of Galen, children of the grave. Glory calls. Those that will not bow to the true king of Stromgard must die, or join us.
All right, let's do this thing.
Let's do this.
Kill them. Ambush.
Wow,
show
folks.
them no mercy. They will join us in death.
Oh,
oh man, that Lobie died from white damage.
No!
Oh. No! Oh. Alrighty, folks. Well, we made it safe and sound. Well, somewhat safe. Back to Lighthope's Chapel. And so, Turwinkle, that was a lot of fun, wasn't it?
Sure.
You bet. We had a great time with the Defilers of Arathor, and so let's give them a big thank you, sir.
I am in your debt.
We certainly are. And so, folks, if you like this episode, click that like button. If you'd like to comment on this episode or on any of our previous episodes, please do so below. Let us know what you liked and what you didn't. And finally, if you'd like to subscribe, well, we would love to have you, so hit that subscription button today. Well, Turwinkle, an excellent job as always, sir. Turwinkle, we will see you next time.
Goodbye.
Goodbye, Turwinkle. Bye-bye.